Hello, welcome back to Tactical Tuesday with Johnny Tiger. The date is, what is the date today? April 9, 2024. Alright, so um, today we're going to do a more laid back, more casual episode. So there's no rolling around on the ground and weird camera position, no punching, no kicking. We're going to do a little bit of a show and tell. Um, A long time ago, I heard one of my senseis say that martial art should not be a sport or a class or just something that you do. Martial art should be a lifestyle. Okay? There's no stopping martial art. You do martial art and you should do it for the rest of your life, no matter you go to class or not. That is honestly a very good advice, and for me, this is how I feel that self-defense should be. Too many people take a couple of self-defense lessons and think that now they know self-defense. A lot of people carry the stick and knife in their backpack, and they think that they carry a self-defense knife. But that is not how it's supposed to be, because unless you keep it in your heart, unless you think about it often and you practice often, when the time comes, and let's hope it never comes, but when the time comes, it's going to be when you least expect it. So if you don't have the self-defense survival mentality regularly, if you don't at least guide yourself through some visual exercises regularly, when the time comes, you're going to freeze up. That's just the truth of it. It doesn't matter what you carry or what you learned. When the time comes when that person actually gets in your face and grab you and start shaking you or slam you up against the wall, you are going to freeze. Okay? So the thing is, how do we make self-defense more a part of our daily life? Well, part of it is to think about our tool, and that is more what I'm going to talk about today. The mentality, the discipline, and all that stuff. We can get into it in a future date. But today I want to talk to you guys about how do you incorporate self-defense into your daily routine? Well, the biggest way to do it is to concentrate on what do you actually carry for self-defense every day. No, not I'm not talking about you putting that machete in your backpack and just forget about it, right? That is not going to be there all the time, and for the most part, 10 years from now, you're going to forget it's even there. Now, of course, ideally, uh, you get something like one of these I have on the wall. Let me just pick a random one. Uh, you get something like this one, the Casper, CRKT Casper fighting knife. Is it good for self-defense? Oh yeah, this thing is awesome for self-defense. Like a big, threatening knife like this with a double lock and feels so good in the hand. This is great for self-defense. But most of us really don't want to carry something like that around, right? Because depending on where you live, you need to be able to explain this to the cops. If you ever get stopped, if they ever see that you carry something, and you need to be able to explain why do I carry this big combat knife with me? And make no mistake about it, most cops that are seasoned enough, they'll know what it is for. You can't say I peel apple because you don't need something this big to peel apple with, right? So you need self-defense tools, weapons, whatever you call it, that can be functional but not be so obvious. So today I'm going to show you guys a few things, and these are not the only things you can get out there. There's so many options if you look around for them. A lot of people, when they go to my lessons, attend my workshop, or they watch my videos, they'll say, "Well, Johnny Tiger, you always, when someone's choking you or threatening you, you always say that." If this is a real fight, you would pull out a self-defense tool. But do you really, do you really going to have that with you? My answer is yes. I pretty much never go anywhere unarmed. Right? Here in Canada, I can't carry a gun, but I always have something sharp or heavy or seriously painful on me that I can use if I have to. Even here at home, I never walk around unarmed because you never know. You just never know. Call me paranoid, whatever, but you never know when you are going to suddenly hear your window smashing, and next thing you know, a guy that is desperate for money for drug is in your living room brandishing either a knife or a baseball bat or a hammer or screwdriver. Okay, don't laugh. That really happened. Not to me, but it happened here locally. A guy who broke into people's houses armed with nothing but a screwdriver, and he actually took away a lot of money and took people's car. So even when you're at home, you want always to keep it at the back of your mind. If someone suddenly smashing your window or kicking your door, right at this moment, maybe while you're watching the Johnny Tiger self-defense video, do you have somewhere to go? Do you have something that you can grab within arm's reach? Right? Look around. There are a lot of options out there. Go on Amazon, type in self-defense implement, self-defense tool, and you'll be surprised. There's all kind of stuff. The self-defense bracelet, the self-defense rings, the self-defense um, shoe cover. Like they make these stainless steel plates that you can put at the back of your shoes. So when you put that on, any shoes can be steel-toe boots, basically. The self-defense belt buckle, the self-defense flashlight, umbrella, all kind of stuff. Okay, so what are some of the stuff that I can show you guys as an example? Well, I always carry this with me. This is a pen, but it's not just any pen. It got a sharp as heck back end to it. So this is a tactical pen, one of my favorite because the uh, handle part, this is wicked sharp. So if I really need to defend myself against someone who is really big and strong and aggressive, I pull this out. I can block with this. I can stab with this. I can hammer with this. There's a lot of option. I can hit someone on the wrist with this, and it's going to hurt a lot, right? It's a solid steel tactical pen, and it's a good multi-purpose self-defense implement because one reason why a lot of people have problem with the concept of using tools for self-defense is when you put that knife, when you put that big combat knife in your backpack, you'll never take it out and use it because it's only good for that. Like, you know, you're not going to, unless you really do use it to peel apple, you are not going to use it hardly ever. But something like this tactical pen, it's always there, and whenever I need to do my signature, I need to write with it. Uh, Whenever I need to open the package, I can use it. So it's always there and it's always available, and I'll never forget about it because I use it almost daily, right? Something like this is good self-defense tool because it's not going to be put in a backpack and then forgotten. Now that Johnny Tiger have long hair, I find myself having to tidy up my hair a lot more. So I carry this. What is this? This is just look like a regular plastic comb, right? There's nothing special about that. You can't use it for self-defense unless you do this. And now I have a almost 3-inch long double-edged dagger that I can use for self-defense, right? To come out super fast. This comb is so slim that I can even sandwich it in my wallet. So let's say someone demands for my wallet, I take my wallet out, and here I have the dagger in my hand, right? Again, it's something that I use daily. I don't ever forget that it's there if I need it. What else do I have? Well, Even my sunglasses are tailored for self-defense purposes. Depending on which pair of sunglasses I wear, I have a pair of sunglasses that you guys seen a lot that have a mounted camera, and that will help capture any kind of altercation when I need just by the push of the button, right? That is self-defense too. You got to defend yourself in court. Self-defense is not just kicking ass and cutting the throat of your attacker. Self-defense is to protect yourself in any kind of situation. So a lot of time when people say, "Wow, you carry a knife," so is that you trying to kill somebody? I said, "No, you're thinking of it like one of those testosterone-driven guy. Okay, when I carry a knife for self-defense, I'm not thinking that as soon as I get into a fight, I'm going to pull it out. No. In fact, of all the fights I've ever gotten in my life, I've never pulled a knife, right? Like the situation that had to get really freaking bad for me to say, okay, fuck it. I'm going to pull a knife and kill this person, and I don't care if I go to jail. That would be the only time that I would pull a knife. I will not pull a knife to just threaten the person and I hope they go away. No. If I pull a knife, then that knife is getting used. So no, I do not carry a self-defense knife with the thought that I'm going to use it the moment I get into a fight. I carry a self-defense knife in case that I get into an accident that I need to cut seatbelt. I need to free myself or my friend from a car, or I need to pry open a locked, jammed door, or puncture an airbag. I, need, I carry a knife in case I get trapped somewhere that I need something to dig with, etc., etc., etc. And of course, worst come to worst, I carry a knife just in case someone takes me hostage and I'm tied up and I need to free myself or fight my way free, and there's multiple enemies or attackers that I need to deal with, right? So there's a lot of things that you can do with the self-defense tools, and most of it is not. You pull it out when you get into a fight. So I talked about sunglasses. I have a pair of camera glasses, and I also have the pair I'm wearing now, which is fantastic in a pinch when it comes to self-defense scenario. Okay, and this I have done before. That's way long ago when I was in my teenage years, right? So a long time ago. But I have been threatened by people that there like multiple people at one time, and I felt that I probably would feel better if I had something sharp in my hand. In which case, sunglasses like this work very good because all I have to do is pull this off and pull off the cover on the steel arm of the glasses. And I don't know if you guys can make out how sharp this is, right? With this in my hand, I feel a lot better if multiple people are to come at me, right? If they come within reach of this, I'm going to stab this into throat, face, eyes, into the wrist. Okay, anything I hit with this is going to go right in. So yeah, when you pick your sunglasses, find something that it's this is not designed for self-defense. By the way, I don't think the designer meant for this to be this sharp or stuff like that, but uh, it just happened, right? So when you pick your uh, decorations, glasses, and stuff like that, keep it in the back of your mind. Can this be used for self-defense? It's a very good practice. I also want to, before I go, I want to show you guys one more self-defense implement. Again, this is not made for self-defense, at least I don't think so, but it turned out to be a wonderful self-defense implement. This is a hand mirror. My mom carried this in her purse for quite a few years, and it's funny because uh, she said she bought this specifically because she saw the self-defense potential in this. On the top, it's a regular hand mirror, but look at the handle. The handle is like a stiletto. This is wicked sharp at the bottom. And so, if you have this on your nightstand or by your bed or anywhere within reach, and someone bust into your house, you have a very good stabbing tool right at your disposal, right? You can even break the glass, break the mirror on them, or just stab with the handle end. This is really, really sharp, really rigid material on the handle. Right? Again, call me paranoid, but almost every time when I'm shopping for something that I need to wear or carry, stuff like that, I always keep self-defense as one of the purposes I'm looking for. When I look for shoes, I think, okay, if I need to fight, can I fight in these shoes? When I look for belt, I think if I need to use this for survival, for rescue, can this be used as a tourniquet? When I look for sunglasses, I think of to myself, if there's any use in a self-defense scenario, keep these thoughts in your mind and fill up your daily equipment and tools with as much self-defense related material as possible and use them and live with them and carry them, right? And always be responsible. Leave them out of the hands of little children and be familiar with your local law as what is okay and what is not okay. By the way, here in British Columbia, carrying bear spray or a stun gun or any of that is illegal, so be careful with that. Thank you for checking out today's episode. I'll be back again tomorrow.